Hi, I am Mrs. Wilson and welcome to Birthright Reading. Birthright Reading, the AT series. It's reading in 24 lessons. We are on lesson 5 today. If you want to order Birthright Reading, you can get it on Amazon.com for $15. If you have questions about the lesson, just go to birthrightreading@yahoo.com. And you are right now watching Birthright Reading on YouTube. It's free, and it's so far we've done 7 videos. This 5th lesson is too, like, oh, you are too silly. And and am am. Our letters are capital M, and lowercase m, capital D, lowercase d, We start off every lesson, a reading lesson, small group lesson, or whole group lesson, with singing the ABC song. Abacada, efaka, ha'eja kalamana, apakwa, rasata, avawa, yaza. Now I sound my abacus. Next time won't you sound with me? We do a, I, a, I, E, I, O, U, O, I, E, A. Those are the vowels. And we do the Pledge of Allegiance in every class, because we are one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And that's what makes America such a great place to live. When we start the week, we start off with our slates, and we work on our new words and our new letters for the week. Let's start with our word. Too. You are too silly. Let's start with am. I am so happy. And and Mom and I went to the store. And our letters are capital D, lowercase d, capital M, lowercase m. And the students hold it up. We talk about the strokes. The chalk and slate are out all week for the students to use freely, and the words are there for them. We have our knock-knock cards that can be near the slates, and the students cut them out, put them upside down, and say, knock knock, who's there? And work on the new words for the week. We also do our sandpaper letters. Duh. Duh. Ma. Ma. That's an activity that can be done in a small group or a whole group. We do our demonstration tray. Let's see if we can get our does and mus together. duh, duh. The hardest part about the duh, of course, is the lowercase duh and knowing where the straight line comes. It comes at the back. There's a capital M. Let's do a big lowercase m. And we keep our sandpaper letters in our box. Everybody has a box to keep their letters in. And we go over them. Now here are the word cards, but I've done it in such a way that they also need to be written. Your students are, if you don't add writing to reading, your students will not progress as quickly, and they need to be able to sound at, but also write. They need to write all of our words. So if you only want to do one page at a time, make sure their name is at the top. But here's all our new words. Then I did our knock-knock cards so that you could say the word and then write the word, say the word and write it. And then you can lay the letters on top. I've got the uppercase and lowercase, and this can be done in a reading group. It's really important to do as much writing and reading connection. I thought maybe if you had some students that say, oh, I already know all this, then you would quickly say, okay, let's have a pre-test and post-test, and give them a sound test and say, spell Dan, D-A-N, Dan. And you start with a capital on Dan because that's a name. Spell Matt, M-A-T, Matt. Oh, now that's a mat that we just, placemat. Now let's spell the name Matt. You start with a capital, M-A-T, and they would take their pre-test. Another new word this week is mad, M-A-D, mad. And mad's a great word because it has the M and the D in the word. Okay, we've done our pre-test. We've worked with our foam letters. We're laying letters on top to form words and sounding. And remember, every week with our letters, we do the new letter of the week, D, and M, lowercase, D, and M, uppercase. We feel them in the bag, and that's uppercase M. Yes. That's lowercase m. Yes. That's an uppercase duh. And that's a lowercase duh. That's all that's left. The straight line's at the back. And remember, I've told you that sound, that's called the schwa sound. Don't worry about that. It's the easy way to say the sounds, and when you read, it automatically goes away. Now we're still at the beginning of the week. We have literature every week. Here's some great books. Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go now? And duh, big dog, little dog. And another good good night, moon. I love all of these books. Now here's the part that I just absolutely love. These are our small books, and we're going to sound our new words. Da, a, n, Dan. Ra, a, m, ram. Oops, sorry. Ma, a, d, mad. I put the dot at the front. That tells you where to start. Ma, a, n, man. Ta, ooh, too. You are too silly. Ka, a, m, cam. That's short for Cameron. Da, a, d, dad. A, n, d, and. Dad and I go to the store. A, d, add. I can add. M, at. It's got two t's and a capital M. That's a boy's name. T, add, tad. And a, am. I am so hungry. Don't you just love the small books? Because they prepare us for knock knock and reading for the week. They're really important. And then at the beginning of the week, you want to have the sound jars out. Da, duck. Da, doll. Da, dog. Here's a da, dog. And there's a couple da, dominoes. Then I have something very special. This is a duh book our daughter made. She homeschooled all three of her children and made this small book for them. Isn't this beautiful? She laminated it. Duh. Aw. Da. G. Dog. She connected, you connect the on CVC words like ma, and, ma, na, or ma, and, man. You want to connect the vowel to the consonant front and the consonant in back. Dog. And then she put a little closure here. It's the sweetest little thing. I'm thrilled to have that. Oh, get that duck down in there. Will all of this fit? Let's see if we can get everything back in the duh jar. Oh, little duck, go. And here's our mama mirror. This will not break. These are Mickey Mouse people. Mama Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Mama Mouse. Mama Money. Here's a lowercase ma and a Mama Mustache. And this helps us, prepares us for our mystery bag, which we do on Fun Friday. So now it's time to show you, we have so many new words this week that I wrote them sideways, and it took 2 cards. So 2 cards only have one word that's the same in different places. So our words are getting so we're getting so many words at one time that our vocabulary is really growing. And here's our calling cards, which are really all of our new words that we need to know for this week. And they're so important to play this game and practice our words. Something that we also do with our word cards, our vocabulary knock-knock cards, is make sentences. And that's what I'm going to show you now. I am Matt. These are all the new words we have. Dan and Dad ran. We started with a capital, we ended with a period. Can Cam go too? Can he go also? I ran to Mad Tad. Poor Tad, maybe he needed a friend. And so you ran to help him out. I talked last week about how important it was to write. So I wrote a story this week, and I probably put too many sentences in it. So you start off with just one sentence. And my first sentence is I, and you're going to dictate to them. I, they make a capital I, can, can, and use a finger space between. Now the last word is add, add, two does. Start with a capital, end with a period. So you have them write their sentence and then make a picture. Their name goes on top. Soon you're going to give them topics to write about, like a mad ram, or I ran to Nan, or something like that, a topic. But right now you're going to start practicing writing and dictating so they learn to listen. Listening skills are extremely important, and we have a at for a word. Okay, now here's our story. And remember, it's in my Birthright reading book, book 5. This is a small version. Da, am, and to book 5. This is our word wall, and I enlarged it for the students, and we did that first page. We practiced it. Dan and Matt can add. Who can add? Dan and Matt. 1 + 1 = 2. Who is a word that we're going to have next week, and it's used, the W's quiet, and it's ooh, who, like in two. So we know that ooh sound. Tad ran to Ann. Ann and Tad can add. 2 + 2 = 4. Who can add? All the names are right there. Nan and Cam can add 2. 3 + 3 = 6. Who can add? There they are. Let's say their names. Dan, Matt, Tad, Ann, Nan, and Cam. I am Tam. I can add. Dad can add 2. 4 + 4 = 8. And we're adding up happy face balloons there. Can the man and the mad ram at the mat add? Well, I don't think a ram can really add, but in this story he can. The man and the ram can add. 5 + 5 = 10. And on the back of the book are m, d, are sounding all of our new words. And, t, to, am. And remember that we buddy read. Buddy reading is really important. Someone starts and then someone is second, and they buddy read the whole story, and then reading group is over. We end the week with our spelling test. We have 15 words this week. Mat, ad, dad, dan, tad, am, cam, ram, and, to, and mad. A man can add is our sentence. That comes up to 20. Here's our testing book. Testing book 5. There are 50 words. Every word is with 2 points. Remember, you give percent grades, and that you are getting them ready for writing on their own. How do we end the week? We end it a couple ways. Let's first do our mystery bag. I love this bag. It's really good. Dan the dog. Mop. And you can make this, everybody can make this little mop from a pencil and just paper cut at the bottom. Map. A doll. A Minnie Mouse with her flag. And this is a mushroom. It's a mushroom bookmarker. A duck. And of course, you can't have a mystery bag without a dinosaur. And one thing that I wanted to show you was how big our word wall is. I'm going to get it. Wow. 5 weeks. Look at that word wall. Isn't this great? Add, tad, dan, mat, cam, am, ram, dad, and, man, mad, to, What a great week this has been. Have a great rest of the week, and enjoy your friends, and keep on reading.